Welcome to part 1 of StarJump's new player guide for Star Citizen. If you found your way to this video, you may already be interested in the game. But first, let's clear a few things up. What is Star Citizen? Star Citizen is a project that aims to simulate a living universe. A universe where you can be the captain of your own starship, a space miner, an interstellar trucker, a dedicated bounty hunter, in addition to many other options. That's the ultimate promise of Star Citizen. Do anything and be anyone. Star Citizen is a massively multiplayer online game, or an MMO, that aims to be a seamless first-person space simulator. It aims to have 5 highly detailed star systems at launch, each star system containing multiple planets, moons, with thousands of points of interest. It offers intricate professions from trading and piracy to mining and salvage. Crucially, everything is designed to be experienced in first-person perspective. You don't just watch a cutscene as you take off in your spaceship, you walk to your ship, sit down in the cockpit, and manually start the engines as you seamlessly fly from your hangar to another planet. The Star Citizen vision is that of a living, breathing universe. You can fly your ship with your friends, land on a planet, drive a rover across the surface, get out for an FPS battle in an abandoned bunker, and then back to your ship and jump to another star system, all without a single loading screen. However, Star Citizen is actually 2 projects being developed simultaneously by CIG, or Cloud Imperium Games, and led by industry veteran Chris Roberts. The first is the persistent, massively multiplayer universe, which is simply known as Star Citizen. And the second is the single-player, cinematic campaign known as Squadron 42, which features a star-studded cast including Mark Hamill and Gary Oldman, and is set within the Star Citizen universe. To understand Star Citizen, you have to know its creator, Chris Roberts. He's the legendary designer behind the classic Wing Commander series in the 90s, and later freelancer. After a hiatus from game development, Roberts returned in 2012 with a pitch to make the game he's always wanted to make, the ultimate space sim, unconstrained by publishers. He chose to go directly to the fans through a crowdfunding campaign. The initial Kickstarter campaign in October 2012 set a goal of $500,000. They smashed that. In fact, Roberts quickly moved the campaign to his own website and the money kept pouring in. Fans were desperate for a return to the golden age of space sims. In October 2012, the project was officially announced. The initial goal, a relatively modest game slated for release in late 2014. The overwhelming support, however, became both a blessing and a curse. With every new funding milestone, Roberts announced a new stretch goal, a brand new feature, a new ship, a new system. This constant expansion driven by fan money is what led to what is famously called feature creep. The development journey for Star Citizen has been a marathon, not a sprint. To show progress, CIG adopted an open development model, releasing parts of the game in playable modules. So in 2013, the hangar module let backers simply walk around the ships they purchased. In 2014, the Arena Commander module launched, giving players their first taste of space combat. The first huge step toward the persistent universe came with the launch of Alpha 3.0. This introduced the first major star system, Stanton, and the ability to fly seamlessly from space down to the surfaces of planets and moons. This was a huge technological leap, showcasing the seamless transition from planetary surface to space that has become kind of a hallmark of the game's overall ambition. But every major new feature like Planet Tech or the server-side technology needed to support hundreds of players in a single area required the development of entirely new, custom tech, often forcing the team to throw out and rebuild older systems. This is where the project gained its infamous reputation. As the scope grew, so did the delays. The 2014 release date was long gone, Squadron 42 was pushed back indefinitely. The game's funding continued to grow, however, fueled by the controversial sale of virtual starships. By the mid-2020s, Star Citizen's crowdfunding had surpassed $700 million, making it one of the most expensive video game projects in history. But despite the delays and the long development time, Star Citizen's fanbase continued to grow year over year. So what is Star Citizen today? Well, it's an early access alpha. It's a sometimes buggy, but often breathtaking glimpse into the future of gaming. Players can visit multiple fully developed star systems with dozens of planets, moons, and space stations. Many of the core gameplay loops like cargo hauling, combat, mining, and salvage are all playable and functional, if still being refined somewhat, while others are still in active development. The detail within Star Citizen is stunning, with hyper-realistic ship interiors, complex physics, and highly detailed city environments that still garner the attention of more mainstream gamers. The current major hurdle is still the underlying technology. For the game to reach its final vision, CIG is developing server meshing, a complex technology that will allow the game world to be split across hundreds of servers simultaneously, letting thousands of players occupy the same space without lag or crashes. This foundational tech is the key to unlocking the full scope of Star Citizen and moving out of alpha. Huge strides have been made in implementing a version of this piece of core tech in the form of static server meshing, while development continues towards a future where dynamic server meshing is fully implemented. The decade-plus development has created two very distinct narratives around Star Citizen. For supporters, it's a monumental, ongoing technical marvel, a true AAA game that has never been done at this scale, driven by its community and the passion for such a project. For its critics, it's an example of overpromising a game stuck in perpetual development, and it's fueled by the endless sale of digital spaceships. So while it's a controversial topic, what is factual is that the game has made significant advancements towards its 1.0 vision over the last few years. Core technology, game features, and game loops are being developed and added on a consistent basis, and stability and playability have seen huge gains as well. The development of its single-player counterpart, Squadron 42, is seen by many as the first necessary step to judging CIG's ability to push Star Citizen past the finish line. Star Citizen is not just a game. It's a passion project shared by the developers and fans alike. It's a testament to the power of crowdfunding and a community that has placed a huge amount of faith and funding into a vision of the ultimate multiplayer space sim. Now that you understand what Star Citizen is and how the project has progressed over the years, you can take the next step on your Star Citizen journey and figure out what game package is right for you in part 2 of my Star Citizen New Player series. When you create your account, use a referral code from a friend or any Star Citizen creator such as myself to get an extra 50,000 UEC bonus. Your first game package is just the beginning of your journey. Pick a solid, versatile platform, and I'll see you in the verse. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps with these videos and helps with the algorithm overall. What ship did you start with? Let me know in the comments below.